So you've got an insurance adjuster on your tree claim, and he's written stuff on there that is so off base that's not even formed in reality. And you're like, what is even going on? What's up, guys? My name is Mark Russell, and today we are going to talk about just the craziness that some of these insurance adjusters sometimes write, and kind of think through why they do that. And maybe most importantly, how to have the mental predisposition to approach the problem. So my name is Mark Russell. I'm the founder of Clarity Market, the nation's largest network of tree mitigators, instantly deployable with online signable contracts where you can see everybody's pricing right up front. It is a game-changing, industry-changing platform that we're about to take to the next level. You guys need to stay tuned because we got something coming with it that when you see, I'm not even going to go into it. I'll just let you, it's going to be 1 month. Okay, so listen, guys, let's go into this thing today. I want to talk about to you, which is, watch this, share with you. Look, guys, look at this. It feels like insanity to me. This tree service had 8 jobs, 8 workers on his job site to pull this tree off a house. Look at what we have. Crane and operator, 30 ton, includes crane and operator for 8 hours. Skid steer loader and operator, okay, includes operator. Tree removal. And then tree removal, 24 to 36. Okay, includes all labor. Like, I don't know what that means. 50, what is this? 40? What does this even mean? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. I don't see operators. All labor, equipment, e.g. saws, chainsaws, ladders, ropes, chipper, shredder, dump trucks, $50 an hour? Like, where does that stop? There's no rhyme or reason to that. Chipper, you're going to get a chipper, a shredder, a dump truck, etc., needed to cut up and dispose of at $50 an hour. Like, how many laborers are you putting in there? Right? That's the thing that's so silly about this. In fact, you can even feel it in my voice. It's like so absurd. So let's talk about it, guys. This is what I want to talk to you about, okay? It's not real. So listen, guys, I know I've taken heat in the past because I've been one who has said liens are a decent thing to secure your position for the work that you do if you're going to do jobs without collecting at time of service. And I know I've received heat also because people are like, you're just too litigious. Guys, let me just be clear. The insurance carriers are made up of nothing but lawyers they're all in the same way that the House and the Senate, those guys are all lawyers. They're all lawyers. The head honcho executive teams at a lot of these insurance, they're all lawyers. They are litigious. They are literally the definition of litigious. And the problem is that we're tree guys, we're blue collar. And so we have, and we're serving blue collar so many times. And so we want to say, oh, I don't want to, especially in states that have no assignment because the assignment of benefits ability has been taken from us. And so in states where we can't bring litigation against the carrier directly, then we have to bring it against the homeowner and everybody. The industry associations, the homeowners, and even amongst ourselves, we're all like, oh, can't you just be nice? Can't you just, and everybody looks around for a solution. There is no solution. This is the deal, guys. Let's call a spade a spade. There's no solution to this. This feels like, sorry, I'm trying to point. So sorry for bumping that. This feels like a cheat. This doesn't feel right to me. Okay, it's to me, this is my opinion. This State Farm estimate I know the guy had 8 hours. And how are you going to call that number 3 line item like accurate? It just lumps everything. That's not accuracy. That feels like a cheat to me. That feels like a lawyer move. And so what I mean by that, guys, is this. This is just my opinion. Okay, I'm expressing my opinion on what this looks like to me. What it looks like to me and what I've experienced personally has been adjusters who delay, deny, defend, okay? And they will push to see if you're willing to push back. And we have 2 different sort of scenarios if you're using assignment of benefits, if you believe in those. In 2 different states, you have 2 different ways to do it. In the states that accept assignment of benefits and honor them post-loss, then you can bring litigation. Of course, none of this is legal advice. Talk to your lawyer. You can bring litigation against the insurance carrier. But in the ones that don't, you literally have to bring litigation against the homeowner. And it's such a nasty play. Listen, guys, that is nasty. That's nasty. Putting 2 laborers for 16 hours, 8 hours each, and then lumping the rest into a 3. Now listen, into a 3rd line item. Look, you might say, Mark, look, the adjuster's a new adjuster. Listen, I had a 27-year adjuster at Allstate say to me the other day. He was like, well, I can bring my estimate. He estimated a certain amount. I don't know. It was like $7,000 or something. He's like, I can bring it up some. Wait, why didn't you bring it? If you know my invoice is my invoice, why did you not bring it up to begin with? See, and that's what I want to illustrate to you guys. This isn't just kumbaya negotiations like outside of court. A lot of times, this is them knowing, you know what, throw a threat. And I'm not saying that about this one that I just showed. It seems like it might be to me. Okay? Maybe this is, hey, just lowball it. I'm not saying it is. Okay? To me, it seems like it. It's either that or it feels like incompetence on the side of the adjuster in all sorts of reasons. In all sorts of reasons we could go into with Xactimate and the misuse of that product. Because I know that this estimate had all sorts of line items that aren't accounted for here. And I know that for sure because it was created on Clarity Market. So if it was, where are all those line items? And that's, in a large degree, Xactimate has a problem with that. It doesn't match well with priority deployment. Anyway, guys, I guess the whole reason I'm making this today is just sort of to share and encourage all you guys, to encourage you that when you see an estimate come in that is so disparate, so disconnected from the reality of what you did, with what you deployed, what the job needed, just understand that there's a decent chance that they're delaying, they're denying your invoice, and they're waiting. Are you going to push this into a litigious scenario? And I would just say, look, I would say personally, don't be afraid of that, because sometimes we need, listen, there's a Bible verse that says law is good if used lawfully. Right? And there's another one. No authority is in place except what has been set in place by heaven, by God. Right? So we need to use the authority that's been put in place. If someone wants to play games, not saying they are, but if they do, hey, look, we have the court for a reason to honor the court. I just am making this because I think sometimes, I'll call one other thing out, guys. One other thing I'm going to call out is all of the tree services that are griping and moaning and complaining about all the competition and how hard it is to stay profitable, right? Because genuinely, right now, it is very difficult, especially on residential tree work. Okay, so you're griping and moaning and complaining, but in the same breath or the next keystroke, you're tearing your brother down saying, oh, you're a price gouger this, a price gouger that. And like, which way is it? Like, we have to make money. We have to pay our bills. And so there's gigantic amounts of competition. And then there's like this tear down. Like, I think we should call a spade a spade. Oftentimes on the other side of the table, the adjusters are, I don't want to use the word combatant, but in a business term, they're trying to save money. And so we just need to say that. We need to say that. When we see stuff that looks like this does, that right there does, we need to say, hey, something looks weird with that. Why are you, if you have all the line items from Clarity Market, why are you grouping up everything on, look at, on item number 3? Why are you grouping that all up? That says all labor, equipment, saws, shit. That's a cop-out line item. That is such a cop-out line item that has no basis in reality. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna leave with this couple things. I would say, don't be scared of setting up a process within your business that says, look, we're going to send emails, okay? Once every 3 days, we're going to send 10 of them to the homeowner and to the adjuster. And when you get to the 30-day, it goes to legal. That's it. We give you 30 days to pay the invoice, or 60 or 90 or whatever, but don't get emotional with it. Just say, look, this is the process with our company. And at a certain point, we're done. We're not going through this. We're not going to argue with you. And this is the other thing, guys, you don't have, speaking of the tree service, you don't have a contractual relationship with the carrier anyway. The homeowners do. You don't owe them an answer. You don't even need to talk to them. Sometimes they'll fire back on us and say, we don't have a contractual relationship with you. We're not going to talk to you. They say that sometimes. You say the same thing back. Oh, cool. We're going to bring the heat either against you in a state that honors post-loss assignments, or we have to, unfortunately, litigate against the homeowner. Because what's happening is the carrier is questioning, because just so you know, guys, the carrier on mitigation, almost every policy says, we owe the reasonable costs that the homeowner incurs while providing their duties after a loss. That's two things. Is it reasonable, and did they incur it? Those two separate things. Okay, so track with me on this. If they incurred it, it wasn't reasonable. Now, that's the beauty of Clarity Market. When you sign your stuff through Clarity Market, you have all your rates, then you can go back and rebuild all those line items against everybody else's pricing for that exact same scope of work. You can demonstrate reasonableness as to what everybody else would have charged for that same scope had the homeowner hired them instead of you, because everybody's per hour pricing is in the system. That's a beautiful, very elegant way to answer that question. Is it reasonable? Then the second thing, and why they're delaying, is have they incurred it? That's what I want you to hear. If they're playing the litigious game, they're questioning, is this tree service going to bring litigation against the homeowner? Unfortunately, in Georgia, we have to do that sometimes. If I have 38 claims paid with State Farm that I have, that are paid in full. And I've sent those in sometimes where they've paid 38 times for the chainsaws. Okay? Because I know some of you guys are like, I don't think we should line item out chainsaws. Well, it's the way Clarity Market got set up. And Home Depot rents chainsaws. They paid it 38 times. I've had adjusters say, we don't pay for chainsaws. 38 times you have. Actually, as a side note, that's why we built ClaimFacts too, which we're going to be launching. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, guys, that's it. I guess ultimately, do not get emotionally wrapped up. Don't get emotionally wrapped up. Just set a process, understand the process, and kind of get rid of the idea that it's going to be this sort of like this kumbaya is the best way I can say it. Let's just all hold hands and get along. Dude, it's not that. The carriers don't always want to come off that money, depending on where you are within the organization, certain areas, different times. I'm telling you, it's not kumbaya. It's business. And that's it. So that's it, guys. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you a couple things that we're doing. Number one, I can't show it to you, but we're thinking about bringing back the free course. If you listen this long, drop a comment. Should we bring back the free course? To people who sign up with Clarity Market, we've got a 6-hour course that goes over stuff like this. That's number one. Number two, guys, we have something coming that is going to get you more business through Clarity Market, more than it has. We're going to start doing marketing pushes. I think I finally cracked the code on how to do it. We're not letting it out. I wanted to let it out during Arbor Expo, during Arbor Fest, maybe for Arbor Fest. I don't know if we can get it done yet or not. But that's it, guys. Stay tuned on Clarity Market because we'll get you more trees on houses. That's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt it. Okay. Love from the Clarity Market team to you, your families, to your homeowners. We are here for you. Check out ClaimFacts, FACTS. And if you're not a member of Clarity Market, go join. Right now, it's still free, and except for the Prime. And then other than that, love from Clarity Market. God bless you guys. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.